There are a lot of different model variants, particularly of the core products in our ceiling range. So our core products are the 5-inch, the 6-inch, and the 8-inch that you see overhead here. And for example, in the 5-inch, you can get it as either a blind mount unit, and these are the most popular. Typically, they're used in tile bridge ceilings. Blind mount means you cannot get behind the speaker, so you have to work through the hole that you cut. So you can put our C-ring and our tile bridge rails up through those holes and do all the work from there. But in very large installations, quite often you want to put in the backhands first. And in some cases, due to either electrical code or how the construction project is happening, the electrical contractor will put in the backhands first. And in that case, we make, of all three of these models, we make pre-install versions as well. So there's a separate backhand, separate speaker. The big advantage there is you can buy and we can ship the backhand separately, and then the construction project goes on, and months later, you're not sitting on an inventory of all these speakers waiting to install them. You order the speakers when you need them, and they're ready to go into the job. And again, that's the 5, the 6, and the 8-inch versions have that option. Also, the separate backhand and the PI speaker total the same price as a blind mount version, so there's no cost penalty for going either way. So you can spec the job just using the given price and then figure out later which makes more sense. Also new are the 2 low-profile versions that we have over in the wall there. We've got the 503 DC-LP and 503 ICT-LP. What we've done with the low-profile versions is we take a 6-inch baffle, which is a larger diameter than the 5, obviously. We put a 5-inch driver into it, and then make the backhand shallower. So it's the same volume as a traditional 5-inch that we make. However, the backhand has less than 4 inches of intrusion into the ceiling. And so for very shallow ceiling areas, or areas where you have things like sprinkler pipes or plenums and or air returns, HVAC, that sort of thing. A lot of times you're limited on the space in the ceiling. We have low-profile models now as well. All of these models are 1480 and 2043 UL approved as well, 2043 being the use of a speaker in a plenum space. Another new model is the Q-centric version of just the 8-inch, so our largest of the CMS series. We have available as a CMS 803 DC-Q, and the Q changes the nominal coverage pattern from 90 degrees to 60 degrees, so it's a tighter pattern. You can use in higher ceilings. In other words, it gives more energy, more throw in a smaller amount of space. These are typically used in anywhere from 20 to 35-foot ceilings, so a common example would be hotel ballrooms, airports, smaller convention centers. A large space like this would usually have 12-inch ceiling speakers, but a regional or smaller convention center, the 803 DC-Q would be the perfect device for that. Also, where you need to keep energy off the walls, like in an airport that might have glass walls, the 60-degree devices will concentrate the sound more and give you more control of coverage. On the other end of the spectrum, we have our little 4-inch devices. We call it the eyeball speaker because it's aimable. It moves up to 30 degrees off axis. And so this is a unique product that allows you to deal with primarily changes in architectural design where you're not allowed to put speakers directly overhead. Commonly in boardrooms, for example, you'll see a cloud area in the middle and you have to put the speakers in a soffit. This allows you to put speakers to the side and aim them towards the middle of the room. Another use for this that's quite common is for teleconferencing applications where you can mount it directly over a screen, aim it to the conference table, and it gives you the ability to have sound that localizes to the screen. It kind of draws your ears and your eyes to the screen. It also, using a single speaker, cleans up teleconferencing audio quite a bit rather than having multiple sources going at the same time.